Tony Robbins says that success is 80% mental, 20% strategic. I would even argue it's more of a 90-10 split. What I want to do for you is I want to answer the question of what beliefs I had to break to scale my music business to over six figures. For context, I went from $25,000 in credit card debt to $20,000 a month in the span of less than a year back in 2023. This year, I launched a brand new program called Music Money Mastery, teaching other music producers and music coaches how to build their businesses. And I scaled that from zero to $25,000 a month in 4 months. And so I will tell you that most of the reason this year that business has been so fun, so simple, so easy, and so profitable is mostly because of what's between my ears in my mind. So I know back when I was starting my journey, I was all about the strategies. And I was like, strategy, just give me the strategies. I've got my mindset dialed in. And it's interesting because I said to myself, I've got my mindset dialed. I work hard and I'm doing whatever it takes to get there. That doesn't mean your mindset's dialed. Not at all. That means you have good work ethic. But that does not mean your mindset is dialed in at all whatsoever. So I have a document written with all of these different beliefs that I had to break. And so I'm going to go through each one of them one by one and simply talk about them. Talk about what I had to do to break those beliefs. So if you're the type of person who's like, I just want strategies, I don't care about mindset, that stuff's stupid, I have the right mindset, great, get the fuck off this video then. Because this is not the strategy video, this is the mindset video. But if you're the type of person who's like, well, actually, let me say it like this. If you're the type of person who knows that you're, like, if you're actually the type of person who actually is willing to do whatever it takes, you should watch this video. Because if you're like, well, I'm willing to do whatever it takes, but then you hear a mindset video like this and you're like, oh, that stuff's stupid, then you're not willing to do whatever it takes, because mindset is literally everything. So let's rip it, let's rock and roll into this document that I have created for you. And this whole video idea actually came from a client. One of my clients asked me this question on a call, and I answered it for him, but I also wanted to make this video. So this is for my boy Max. Max, if you're watching this, appreciate you for asking me this question. So we're going to go through 8 of them. I probably could think of more, but I really had to stretch my creativity to think about these. So the first one, what if I fail and I go broke trying? All right, so there's a lot to unpack here, but we'll take it kind of one step at a time. First of all, let's do this. Let me move cursor there. Okay, whatever. What if I fail and I go broke trying? First of all, what if you do? Who gives a fuck? You're not going to die. Going broke is not dying. And by the way, broke, oh my gosh, now we're going to another belief, broke being a mindset and all that. But the idea of, first of all, I'm going to highlight a couple things. This word if. God, the word if is such a powerful word. What if I fit? If. I have a crazy idea for you. This one's a crazy idea. What if I succeed and get wealthy trying? What if that happens? It's interesting because in reality, what's happening here, it's so difficult. And I'm going to highlight this whole thing in green and highlight this one in red. It's so interesting because in reality, this whole what if I fail and go broke trying, it's so much easier to think that than this. This is hard to think. It's hard to think, what if I succeed? It's hard. It's actually hard to think that, because then you have to think about what you have to do to succeed. And that's hard. Because like, if you're like, well, what if I fail? Well, then you're like, okay, cool. If I fail, I don't want to fail. So I'm going to go the opposite way of failing and go do what's easy, because it's easy to just go do something to not fail. It's so easy. So our brains are designed to keep us safe, not happy. I got that from my brother, Austin Medlin. Our brains are designed to keep us safe, not happy. And so it's a lot safer to subdue to feeling to thinking you're going to fail. And you're like, well, if I'm going to fail, why would I even try? So now you're not going to try. Now you're just going to go live the easy life. You want to live the easy life or do you want to live the happy life? What did I just say? Think about what I just said. Do you want to live the easy life or do you want to live the happy life? Can't have both. Sorry, motherfucker. Can't have both. You can't have an easy and you can. That's a belief I got to shift maybe. But what I mean by that is to get the happy life, you're going to have to go through some difficult times. But me personally, I would rather go through a difficult time and be happy at the end of it than go through an easy time and then not be happy at the end of it. So what if I fail and go broke trying? What if I succeed and get wealthy trying? How about this one? How about screw both of these stupid things? Here's an even better one. Let me move my beautiful head out of the way. How about this one? I am going to succeed and get wealthy. Get wealthy on the way. How about that? Why can't you just say that? This one's like yellow. Why can't you just say, I'm going to succeed and get wealthy trying? Why are you fucking questioning yourself, bro? Stop questioning yourself and shit. Stop questioning, what if I fail and go broke? God damn, bro. Stop being so fucking scared and go fucking after your goals. Dream big. Let's get the next one. I love this one so much. I love this one. I love this one because this one is something I just conquered this year, 2025. Getting clients is hard. Getting clients is hard. I don't know why, dude, I get hyped for breaking beliefs. Am I a crazy person? Getting clients is hard. It's funny because I asked my clients one time on a call, because I do group calls with my coaching program, Music Money Mastery. Answer me this question, guys. Is getting clients easy or hard? I tried to say it verbally to not make it sound like obvious. You know when you say something, guys, is getting clients hard or is getting clients easy? See how I say it where it's like obvious? I was like, hey guys, what do you guys think? Is getting clients hard or is it getting clients easy? And I just like let them answer it. And a lot of them were like, they couldn't decide. Some of them were like, it's hard. And they explained why it was hard. I said, yeah? Well, here's what I believe. I believe getting clients is easy. And I'm going to actually give a big shout out. I'm going to give a shout out to Dan Bolton. I joined his coaching program a while ago before he closed the doors. And he implanted that belief in me. And honestly, the investment that I paid him was worth it just for that one belief to be shifted. Getting clients is easy. When I thought about that, I said, getting clients is easy. Getting clients is easy. Now, I'll tell you a quick little like story. You remember back in the day in school? Well, I don't know if your teachers would say this, but mine would. You remember how back in the day in school, teachers would be like, don't say it's easy because there's going to be kids in the class who don't think it's easy and we don't want to make them feel bad. Well, I was one of the kids who would feel bad because shit was hell hard. Like in school, like everything was hard for me, right? When teachers were like, here's the assignment, I would hear kids go like, that's so easy. And I'd be like, fuck you. I'd be like, I don't even know what we're doing. I'd be like, wait, what are we doing? Like I was staring out the window looking at the mountains. They'd be like, okay, guys, break on your groups. And I'd be like, what the fuck are we doing? So, but this is one of those things. Like, I don't want you watching this to be like, shut up, Leezy. It might be easy for you because you have a B2B offer. You teach people how to make money. It's easy for you. Shut up, Leezy. Getting clients is easy for you. You've got money. I didn't always. And I don't even have a ton of money now. Like, I'm doing well financially, but like, there's people with way more money than me. And they probably still think getting clients is hard. Getting clients is easy. Getting clients is easy because if you have something of value and you genuinely want to serve and support people, why would getting clients be hard? Because I don't know how. Because you don't know how. What if you knew how? And why can't you know how? Why do you not know? Well, I don't know. I just don't know. Okay, that's fine. That's fine if you don't know. But you can know. You can pay somebody to learn. You can go on YouTube. I'm not saying YouTube's the best place to learn how to get clients, but you can go on YouTube. People like me, I mean, you're on YouTube. You might be on YouTube right now watching this. And you can learn from people who have done it. And then, like, you can pay them money and then they'll tell you how to do it. I can go down a rabbit hole, but you get what I'm saying. Getting clients is not hard. It's easy. Next one. This one's fun. Ooh, this one's fun. I love this one. I love all of these. Dude, I'm fucking weird. I'm like getting hyped talking about these. I guess I get hyped talking about these because these kinds of mental unlocks change the whole game for me. And I mean, hopefully they're going to change the game for you as you watch this video. I need to make a sale. Or I'm going to go like a little bit low. I'm going to go like below here and I'm going to add some. I need to make a sale. I need to make this sale. Like that's if you're in a sales situation, like maybe you're on a sales call or you're DMing somebody. I need to make this sale. Dude, let me help you understand something, bro. I mean, let's Google it, the word need. Require something because it is essential or very important. Expressing necessity or obligation. Love that. Noun, circumstances in which something is necessary that requires some course of action. Necessity. A thing that is wanted or... Okay, I disagree with that. I don't give a fuck if it's Google. I disagree. A thing that is wanted. Want and need are different. So I don't agree with this, actually. I love the word necessity. Necessity. Why? Let me explain this. I need to make a sale. Why? I need to make money. Why? Well, I need to pay my bills. In this exact situation, though, like when you need something, you're desperate for it. Think about it. You're at home. You have no toothpaste. You're like, damn, I need toothpaste. Yeah, I think you do because you got to brush your teeth. You need toothpaste. What do you do when you need it? You just go get it, right? Oh, God, we have no toilet paper. We need toilet paper. It's a necessity. You need it, right? When you need to make a sale, you will not make a sale. When you need to make a sale, you will not make it. You're going to be desperate, right? Because think about it. Now you're like, well, I need to pay my bills. That's true. So now that person paying you money is what's going to pay your bills. So instead of you trying to serve them, what you're going to do is just try to get their money. The worst thing you can do is get someone's money and not actually serve them. I'll give you a great example. So I do these things now. I don't know if I'll do them forever, but they're 4-day one-on-one challenges where I literally coach you one-on-one for free for 4 days. Each day is about 30, 45 minutes of a call, and I coach you for free. I don't know if I'm going to do this forever. I'm doing it right now, though. I was on day 3 with a guy and didn't go through with day 4 with him because I was like, look, dude, honestly, you don't need me. And he actually said something funny. I didn't say those words exactly, but we were on the call and we were discussing where he was at with everything. I won't go deep into it, but he was like, dude, if I had the money, like I'd buy your shit. And I'm like, what do you mean? And he was like confused as to why I even asked that. He's like, well, no, I mean like, dude, right now, like financially, like things are a little bit tight right now, blah, 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 whatever, which I respect. He's like, but like if like I was in a better spot financially, like I'd buy your shit. I'm like, buy what shit? I didn't even offer you anything. And he's really confused. He's like, what do you mean? He's like, what do you mean? Like, you're going to sell me something. I'm like, I'm not selling you shit. He was like, what do you mean? I'm like, dude, I didn't even offer you anything. He's like, you just said you'd buy my shit. What shit though? I didn't even tell you a price. I didn't make any offer. There is nothing for you to buy. Because this human being, I couldn't serve this human being. I couldn't serve him. I served him in that way, like for those days, but like for us to work together long term to scale his music business, it wasn't the right fit. It mostly wasn't the right fit for me. For him, he could have hired me to help him make more money, but he didn't need me because he doesn't want to make that much money. And he does not have that much money to spend anyways. He's already maxing out on spending money on his current ads, which he's spending $15 a day and he's already maxed out. I'm like, well, I tell my clients to start at about 20 a day. Plus, obviously, if I'm going to come into your business and help you build your business, you're going to need to pay me. So I was like, not going to make a sale because I was like, I'm not going to try to just get any kind of money out of you. Because it's like, but you don't need me. Does he actually need me? That's up for him to decide, truly. I personally thought he did. I was like, dude, you obviously need me because you're not making that much money and your goals are so fucking low. You need me just to push you to reach higher goals. But at the end of the day, your goals are your goals are your goals. You're not faltering from them and you don't have a lot of money anyway. So I'm like, why would I try and get I don't need your money. I didn't need his money because I've got money in other places. I have money in savings. I have tons of credit. I have clients paying me monthly. And I'm going to go get more clients anyways because getting clients is easy. So I don't need your money. I don't need to make this sale. I just wanted to help you. See, I noticed I said I don't need to help you. I wanted to help you. I don't need to fucking help you. Why do I need to help you? I don't need to help anybody. I want to, though. I enjoy helping people. It's fun. I don't need to do that shit, though. I don't need to do any of this shit. I don't need to make this fucking YouTube video. I don't need to post on Instagram 1 to 3 times a day. I don't need to serve my clients. I want to. I enjoy it. So you can, okay, well, fine, Leezy, I want to make a sale. Fuck yeah, obviously you want to make a sale, but why do you want to make that sale? Because I want to make money. Why? Do you want to make money? Do you want to serve people? Do you want both? Because if you need to make a sale, you just want to make money. You don't actually want to serve people. I want to serve people. Well, that's great that you want to serve people, but the problem is you are allowing your desperation to overpower your desire to serve and live your highest version of yourself, which is making an impact. Oh my God. Isn't that crazy? So I broke this belief. I need to make a sale. I don't need to make a sale. My belief that I write for myself, which I'll write it here. Dude, I love doing these like Google Doc videos. These are fun. They're fun and easy. What if all of your business could just be fun and easy? I don't need any one single client. That's what I say to them. I don't need any one single client. Now, look, dude, at the end of the day, yes, I pay my bills with my business, obviously. So like getting clients is like, okay, yeah, I want to get clients, right? Because I like making money. I love making money. But I don't say I need to get this client. Like that guy I was just telling you about, that story. I didn't need him. I don't need him. And he didn't need me. Clearly he didn't want to work with me. He's like, oh, I want to work with you, but the money. It's like, no, if you wanted to work with me, you'd figure out a way. But I didn't even present him an offer at that point. So it was like, whatever. And we didn't do our 4th day. By the way, that dude, I appreciate him because he left me a glowing testimonial for my challenge. So there's nothing wrong with the guy. It was just not the right fit. I don't give a shit. I don't need any one single client. Let's get to the next belief. Lacking gratitude. I don't have enough gratitude. I'm going to tell you this story. This is a really personal story, but fuck it. So in 2024, I'm going to have to turn the mic up a little bit. I might start getting quieter. Hope I don't get too emotional here. 2024, my dad got diagnosed with cancer. Really big surprise for us. And, it was weird. So here's what it was. Me and my wife were in Europe for 2 weeks. And he had been struggling for months with eating food. He was eating and he would always get these really crazy attacks, throat, stomach things, and he couldn't figure it out. So I remember I was in Italy. I was in Rome at our Airbnb, and I talked to my dad on the phone for an hour. Just talking. I don't know. I miss my dad, and I just wanted to talk to him. And he had his doctor's appointment that day, and they said, oh, yeah, all clear. He said, all clear. Talk to him. Anyway, we get back from our Europe trip. We go, see them, and the day after we got back, so mind you, I'm jet lagged as fuck. I felt like I was in another world. Jet lagged as fuck. He goes, hey, you need to sit down. I got to tell you something. I'm like, what is it? I had no, He's like, remember I told you about my doctor's appointment and how everything was all clear. I said, yeah. He goes, I lied. I lied because I didn't want to ruin your trip. I got cancer. That fucked me up, dude. I was just like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I'm jet lagged, and I just heard the craziest shit of my life. My wife starts crying, of course, and I'm like trying to hold it together. So I didn't cry. I talked to him, asked some questions. I just got in my car and drove. And I told him, I was like, hey, I got to go get something from the store. And I have to get shit from the grocery store. I drove, parked somewhere under a tree, turned off the car, and just uncontrollably cried 30 minutes straight. I've never cried like that in my life. Just, it all just fucking came out. And I remember saying to myself in that moment, out loud, because I'm in the car by myself, I said, if I made $100 million and I had that in my bank account right now, I would trade it all in. I'd give all my money away for even just one more day with my dad. Just one more day. Just one more. Give me one more day. He can go the day after, and you can keep the money. Just give me one more day. And then it hit me. I said, my dad's alive. In that moment, I said, my dad's alive right now. Even though he has cancer, he's alive. And he could beat the cancer. I mean, he probably will. See how those beliefs, bro? Like, things like this what if my dad dies? That's not what I was thinking, though. What I was thinking in that moment was, he's probably going to beat it. Even though I had no idea what kind of cancer, I didn't understand any of it. He had to go through surgery, chemo. I was like, he's probably going to beat it. I don't know why I just had this unshakable belief. I was like, he's probably going to beat it. Interesting. And I said, my dad's here now. I said, my dad's here now. Like, you just said you'd give $100 million for one more day with your dad, and you've got a ton more days with him because he's here now. So you're telling me that what you currently have is worth more than $100 million. So why the fuck are you stressing out about money? At the time, I was like a little stressed out about money and shit, whatever. So why the fuck are you stressing out about money then? What are you stressing out about? Why do you give a shit about if you're failing, or who fucking cares if you get clients? Who cares if I need to make a sale? What? Dude, your fucking dad's still alive. That's worth more than clients, sales, money. Ever since that moment, and by the way, we beat cancer. He's totally fine. He's in fucking great shape. My dad's about 74, 75, I think. Fuck, I forget how old he is. He's in really good shape. If you met him, you'd never know he was 75. No, same with my mom. You'd be like, oh, maybe they're in their 60s, maybe. But no. I didn't have enough gratitude. I had to break that belief. You got to be grateful, bro. Grateful, grateful, grateful. Really grateful, bro. For real, for real. If you're not grateful, honestly, bro, if you're not grateful, you ain't got shit else. If you're not grateful, you have nothing else, bro. You will not make any money. You will not make any money in your music business or in any business. You will not have You will not have a happy life. You just fucking won't. So be fucking grateful. And wait, let me say this one thing. I want to say the Brad Lee thing. I love this question. Brad Lee, if you don't know who he is, give him a shout out. He doesn't know me, but he will one day. Brad Lee. It's fucking G. He has a podcast called Dropping Bombs. I really love this guy a lot. Maybe you've seen it on the internet. I heard this from him first. I don't think he invented it, but I've heard this from him. So I'll ask you the same question. Right? Hey, if I gave you $10 million, would you take it? Stupid question. Of course. Of course I would take it. Okay. What if I gave you $50 million, put in your bank account, taxes, no taxes, like straight money? yeah, like I would definitely take it. Cool. I'll give you in this hypothetical scenario. I give $50 million on one condition though. You can't wake up. Wait, you mean I'm dead? No, you're not dead. You just cannot wake up. Aren't I gonna die of starvation if I? No, you're sleeping. You're out. You can't get out of bed. You can't wake up. You can't talk to people. Like you're asleep. You're not dead. You're asleep. Well, no, fucking. Of course, I wouldn't take the $50 million then. Oh, you wouldn't? What about $100 million? No. What about $1 billion? $1 billion dropped in your account. No, I wouldn't do it. There's no amount of money in the world. Okay, got it. So then you just admitted that you waking up is worth more than all the money in the world. I hope you feel that energy right now. The energy's heavy right now. You know what's really funny? This YouTube video will probably get barely any views. Like barely any amount of people will see this video, and this is probably one of the most important videos they'll ever see. It's just so funny. Super side note. The amount of value that people put, like myself, I'm going to give myself a pat on the back. The amount of value that I'm putting into this video, and because of some stupid ass technological algorithm, and the amount of competition and heavy oversaturation of a bunch of fucking gimmicky gurus, that not a lot of people are going to see this. It's just so funny. I just wanted to say that. The amount of money, no amount of money in the world is better than you just waking up every day. So be fucking grateful to wake up every day. Cool. Next one. This video is long. This might be one of my longest videos. I love it. This was more beliefs around money. And there was three. There was three that I had. Okay, and I'm not saying what you might, bro, money beliefs. Oh, bro, you need to really dive into your money beliefs. These were mine. 1, reinvest everything back in your business. 2, saving money is stupid. 3, cash is worthless. They're kind of all like sort of tied together. These are all wrong, just so you know. They're all wrong. Just like I'm being real. And this is very anti what you might see on TV and what you might hear. You know, if you're trying to model Jeff Bezos and you're trying to model Elon Musk, I think you're probably on the right track by just taking all your money and reinvesting it back in your business. I don't personally care to be that. I don't want to be Elon Musk. I don't want to be Jeff Bezos. I don't need to be all that. I want my business to fuel my life so I can enjoy my life. Oh my God. What? Are you allowed to do that? Wait. You can't do that. Your business isn't supposed to fuel your life. Your business is supposed to make you miserable, isn't it? Anyway, you absolutely should not reinvest everything back into your business. You should reinvest percentages and large percentages, but not everything. Saving money is stupid. Like I heard Grant Cardone say that. I love Grant Cardone. But that belief, I don't agree with him on that at all. And I don't give a fuck that he has more money than me. I don't care. I will die on the belief that saving money is not stupid. I don't think that is stupid at all. By the way, he says saving money is stupid. He's got hundreds of millions liquid in his bank account. Yeah, I'm looking to try to get rid of it. It's like, well, at the end of the day, you've got money. You could go blow it right now today. You could go spend all of it right now. So when you say saving money is stupid, that's not, I don't believe you. I don't even believe him. I don't even believe he thinks that. I would challenge him on it if I was sitting next to him. I'd say, with all due respect, I want to challenge you on a belief that saving money is not stupid. You said it is. I don't think it is. Because how much do you have in your bank account right now? What do you have? Liquid. I got 100. Well, go get it then. Pull it out right now. Can't you just pull it out? Can't you go spend it now? Go spend it right now. Call some jet guy. Call some jet. Call some yacht. Call some car dealerships. Go buy something now. If it's so worthless. Yeah, but I don't want to be... Well, okay, so it's not worthless then. Cash is not worthless. Saving money is not stupid. It's kind of funny. This year, in my business, like, okay, so this offer, I'm really getting down and dirty with it. Fuck it. I didn't start my coaching offer this year until April. January, February, and March, December, January, February, and March, I was actually like, I was a high ticket closer for somebody else. I took like a break from business, went to go work for somebody else. Was reminded that I am not an employee in any way, shape, or form. I am an entrepreneur. I'm not somebody who wants to work for other people. It just does not work for me. Call it a belief. I think it's a belief that empowers me. Anyway, so I don't think I'll make like total throughout the year, including the money I made working for that person. I think I made the same, if not maybe a little less than I made last year, which was like around 140, something like that. So, but in my business, I only went from April to December, right? Those months. I made more money last year, top line revenue, but this year I kept a lot more. Oh yeah, I kept a lot more money. Plus last year I was still paying off credit card debts, and this year I cleared those debts at the end of last year. So like this year I didn't have credit card debt I was paying off. I saved a lot. I saved a lot more money this year than I did last year. So I might pay more in taxes, but I have the money saved to go pay for the taxes, so who cares? Anyway, saving money is not stupid. Business this year has been a lot more fun, enjoyable, smooth, and easy because I save money. My financial system's not that complex. It's not really that robust. All I do is however much money I have, and by the way, I'm not a financial advisor. So I'm not telling you to do anything. I'm just telling you what I do. However much money I make top line, I just take 30% and save it. So here's what I do. I'm going to give you an example. Let's say in a month I make $10,000 top line revenue. Top line. So here's how this will break down. God, I'm giving so much value in this video. It's not even fucking funny. Top line revenue. Here's how it's going to break down. First of all, you need to subtract processing fees. Payment processing fees are about 3.5%, which equals, so we'll do 10,000 times 0.035. That's, dude, I pay more than that in processing fees. Fuck it, call it 3. Let's just call it that. Let's call it 4% because I know I pay more than that. No, that'd be no, sorry, 0.4%. 400. Let's call it $400. Let's just call it 350 for the fucking sake of it. So, 10,000 minus 350. 9650. 9650. That's about right. So, I then take 10% of that and give it to personal savings. That's like savings for me and the wife, right? So that would be $965. 20% would be 9650 times 0.2. 1930. 1930 is business savings. After both of those numbers, I will use those basically for like paying off my credit card. So I have credit cards now. Again, I'm back to like having, using debt. So I'm going to add both those numbers, 2895, right? This equals 2895. Now, this 9650, right, minus 2685 is basically what I have left, which is 6755. Now, if we look at profit margins, this video is really getting long, and I'm so happy I'm doing it. So if we look at profit margins, right, we would do this divided by this. Yep, exactly. So the profit margins are 67.55%. You have to also account for ads, though, because I do run ads. So in a month, I'll spend somewhere around $3,000 on ads, right? Or minus like, how much do I spend on ads? Like, I think this year I averaged 2.9K on ads. So let's take this number and minus 2,900 on ads. So I'll have 3,855 left. 3,855, right? So just so you know, if I were to look at my actual profit margins, man, this video is getting like way off because I still have 3 more beliefs to go through. But In reality, you're not going to look at this and go, oh, you only have 38% profit margin. It's like, no, because these numbers are also profit too. So like the profit margins are still really fucking high. In fact, in reality, you could even just say like, yeah, you could. I could say like this and this are profit. It is profit. Like this is profit and this is profit. You know what I mean? It's a profit. Your profit margins is like how much money you have left over. So then at this point, the 3855 that's left, if I owe anything on the credit cards or if I owe like the 2.9K already paying off my Amex credit card bill because that's what I use for ads. So that's paid off. This is paying off. Like this is for like personal expenses and shit, but like even that, it's like whatever. You know what I mean? So my point being, saving money, I'm going to delete all this now. Saving money helps because it gives you a ton of peace of mind. And when you get organized like that with your money, you run your business better. Next, I can figure it out on my own. Why the fuck would you want to figure it out on your own? That's so stupid. Why wouldn't you hire a mentor? I thought, yeah, I can just figure it out on my own. I don't need to buy a course. But it's funny because I would say that, but then I'd keep buying courses. When I came to the realization, it's like, yes, I can figure it out on my own, but why would I want to? Like for me personally, this year, I hired, I'm going to count the mentors. So I'm on my fifth mentor of the year. I hired 2 business coaches, let them both go early. Hired a fitness coach, let him go early. I'm now working with a fitness coach that I love working with. And I joined Jeremy Pogue, his new program, Peace and Profit. He's my mentor who got me from 0 to 20K a month. I also just paid to go to Austin Medlin's retreat happening in 2026. So that's technically like buying more mentorship. And that's $5K. So it's like the price of a lot of people's coaching programs is $5K. I'm paying that to go to a retreat. Anyway, before I hired Jeremy, I like literally committed to myself. Like I am not hiring any more coaches. I hate hiring coaches. I don't know why I'm saying this stuff to myself. I don't like hiring coaches anymore. I hate being in part of coaching programs. They're all bullshit. They all suck now. Like I hate them. They're not good. They're glorified video courses. But then when I saw Jeremy's offer for his program, Peace and Profit, I was like, you know what? I'm enjoying this. And now I'm working with him and it's like honestly great. Like I love Peace and Profit. I love that program. So it's like I could have figured all that stuff out on my own that I'm learning from him, but why would I want to? The guy's made over $5 million himself in the last couple of years, and one year he made $2 million. Why wouldn't I want to figure it out with him? Like why wouldn't I want to learn from him? You know what I mean? Time is money. Oh my gosh, I can make a whole ass video on this one. Time is not money. That is a stupid belief, and it is like completely fucking wrong. Here's my belief on money. Time and money are literally the opposite. Why? Here's what I'll tell you. Money is infinite. You want to hear this is literally what I believe about money. Money is infinitely worthless. You can't say how worthless money is. Like money is so worthless. Money's literally worthless. Wait, Lee. Hold up. What about this whole thing? Cash is worthless. I thought you believed that it's important to save money. No, it is important to save money, but what I mean is we're talking on principle level. There's no value on money because it's like, who cares? Like I could say I could tell you that this cup is worth $1. You could say it's worth $10. And I'm like, well, who's right? Who's right? That's a 10x difference. I could say the cup's worth $1,000. Well, this cup was drank by Daniel Radcliffe, the Harry Potter. On the bottom, he signed it. It has an autograph from Daniel Radcliffe who played Harry Potter. Oh, and his mouth touched this cup. He drank from this. I haven't washed it. This is worth $10,000. Like, I guarantee you, if that was legit, someone would pay 10 grand for this mug. An actual mug that Daniel Radcliffe drank on the set and he signed it. Okay? Well, so now what's the mug worth? It's the same fucking mug. Same purpose. So money is infinitely worthless. Plus, they keep printing more of it. That's the key. Dude, they're not going to stop printing money. They're not. They're going to keep printing more money. The more money they print, the lower the value goes. We just went through a huge money print in the United States in the last 5 years, which made it worthless because of COVID. I don't want to get into that. I hope just me saying that word doesn't mess up my algorithm here, but you know what I mean. So, but time. They're not making more time. You don't get more time. Actually, you are nonstop losing time. Whoa. Think about that. You are literally not, all you're doing is losing time. That's it. Every second that goes by is you getting closer to dying. That is the truth. That's just a fact. I'm not trying to be negative and dark, but that is the truth. We're just getting closer to dying every single day. So like, and what is the value of your time? That's why trading time for money is not how you get wealthy. I'm not going to say it's stupid. It is not stupid because at first, the only way for you to make any money is to trade it for time. So I don't think it's stupid because it's all we know. When we grow up, it's like, okay, let's go get a job at a fast food restaurant or some retail store and they'll give us money for our time. Right? Like at first, like that's what you got to do to make some money. But to get wealthy, like, dude, obviously you're fucking crazy if you think wealthy people trade time for money. Dude, fucking wealthy people don't do that shit. Wealthy people trade money for more money. But they trade value for money. They put a value on something. And so time is not money. People say time is money. Time is money. That's some 9-to-5 fucking normal ass brokey bullshit. It's not true. And even if you're trading your time for money right now, I get it. I've been there too. Don't do it forever and stop saying time is money. It's not. They're actually the opposite. Time is infinitely valuable. Like time is infinitely priceless and money is infinitely worthless. The final one. This is very specific for us music people. I need to have insert industry accolade for my ideal clients to want to buy from me. I need millions of streams, placements, massive audience, etc., etc. When I first started Rapid Fire Music Academy, I was teaching recording artists how to produce their own music. Now, when I first started it, I thought, I don't know if I should do this. Dude, if you go check my Spotify, abysmal. I have no plaques. My Spotify is abysmal because I don't give a fuck about Spotify. And I've never been in the industry. I'm not signed, don't have a manager, never gave a fuck about that stuff. I was like, I just want to make great music and put it out and build an audience. I don't give a shit about the fucking accolades. Stuff's stupid and it's fake anyway, so who gives a shit? That's how I thought. And so I was like, I don't have hundreds of thousands of streams, millions of streams. Why would people believe me? And you know what I did? Why would people believe that I can make great music? I then flipped it and I said, maybe they just need to hear my music because I know my music's dope. I've sold tickets. People have bought my merch. People have told me my music was dope. And at the time, when I started Rapid Fire Music Academy, I had been making music for 13 years. So it's like, well, obviously you make great music then. Well, not obvious. Like if you could be making music for 10 years and still suck. Like that is very possible. I've met people like that. But I had enough confirmation from outside people being like, no, dude, your music's dope. And I've pushed it for a long time. So it was like, I was like, well, maybe I just need to show people I make great music by putting videos on my Instagram of the music I make, of me rapping, of me showing my process. And then maybe people will believe I make great music. Guess what? Prove myself right. I don't have accolades. I don't have millions of streams. Don't have hundreds of thousands of monthly listeners. I don't care about it. I used to care about shit like that. And then I was like, fuck it. I don't care. And I proved myself right. And I grew my business to well over 6 figures pretty quickly using paid advertising. And I learned how to convert cold traffic. And even this year, like how did I grow my business from 0 to 25,000 a month in 4 months? I don't have placements. I don't have plaques behind me. These are not plaques. These are my own art covers. I don't have plaques. I don't have none of that shit. I don't have I'm not Billboard, not Grammy nom, Grammy winning. Why is it that Billboard and Grammy winning producers have hired me? Because you don't need that shit. You need to have a service first mentality. You need to believe that you can actually help people. And yeah, you need to know how to market, know how to sell, know how to make great content. You need to have a system. So Wow, I'm so thankful and grateful for you for watching. If you watch this video all the way into the end, you're a gangster. This is over 45 minutes. I've never made a video this long, and this was so much fun. And I seriously appreciate your time, your energy, your attention. It really does mean a lot to me. And listen, if you're interested in working with me one to one so that I can help you grow your business, shoot me a DM on Instagram with the word ready and we can discuss what the next steps look like. Have an awesome rest of your day. Talk soon. Peace.